Hey guys, Brian here from DeSoto, Kansas again. Um, Here to talk about my pond and give you guys some ideas on how to deter herons from your pond. That's what the subject of this video is about. I've been working on this problem for years. I've had problems with herons for years. We live not too far from a great big lake, and there's tons of herons that live there. And herons can fly, 20, 30 miles just looking for food every day. Uh, so this place being pretty close to their habitat, they stop by here and clean me out every chance they get. Well, I've come up with a foolproof way, 100% way. Since I got this new system up, I haven't lost a single fish. I got this installed the beginning of the summer this year. I haven't lost a single fish since I've got it installed. So first off, let me show you my pond so you kind of get an idea of what we're dealing here. This here's a 5,000 gallon pond. Has 3 waterfalls, a couple of streams, a couple of large basins. Um, kind of zoom in on that, let you kind of see what we got going on here. So anyway, and there's quite a few fish in here. Kind of an overcast day, so most of them are kind of down at the bottom, taking shelter or whatever. All right, let's get started on the system I have. First off, need to note that over the years I've tried everything. I've tried decoy herons. You see, I got a decoy heron there. I've tried these little alligators that I have down here. That just gives the heron something to land on. Now, as far as the decoy heron, they'll work for a minute, and that's about it. You got to move them every couple of days to make the herons think that they're alive. And the premise behind the decoy heron is that herons are supposed to be pretty territorial. So if they fly over and see another heron down here, they won't come and invade his space. But like I say, it don't take much, for they're smart birds. It don't take much for them to figure out that those birds won't meet, either aren't real or don't mean them any harm or whatever the case is. Also, if you have those up there in mating season, they'll come down to be with what they think may be a real heron. So next thing you know, you got a whole herd of heron down here. So if you do use them, make sure you remove them at during mating season. All right, I've tried. I've also tried sprinkler systems. They work pretty well, but not 100% effective in a pond this large. Generally, it don't bother them to get wet. What it might do is when it's activated, if they're close to it, it might scare them away. But I've had lost fish even with my sprinkler systems going. I tried to use netting. That's pretty ugly. It doesn't look good on it to have a net over your pond all the time. And plus, if you don't have it pinned down, or if it's too close to the water, they'll just walk on it, and then they'll stab the fish on the underneath it and kill them. So the herons are pretty determined predators, so they find a way to get through anything I put up, except this one thing that this last system that I came up with that I'm going to share with you guys. And so far it's 100% effective. What I have and what I've installed is an electric fence. And we'll come over here and I'll kind of show it to you. Here it is. It's just a little electric charger. It's inside the that's inside the, I put it in a little protective thing, kind of protected from the weather and the sun and all that kind of stuff. But it's just a little electric charger. And it has little wiring, goes all the way around. Now what I've used, my sprinkler system just got me wet. What I've used is these pretty large sized T-posts that I put all around it. You can use any kind of post, but if they're metal posts, you got to make sure you have these little yellow insulators on there so that the wire didn't come in contact with the metal. That'll just cause it to short out. So anyway, I've got the T-post all the way around here and the wiring going all the way around. Goes all the way around to the other side, and it attaches over here to some conductors that I have attached to the side of my deck over here. Now, if your pond is out in the middle of your yard, you'll put the electric fence all the way around every side of it. With this here one though, as you can see, this here pond comes right off my deck. So what I've done is I've just kind of installed these little gates that I've put here, so this side is protected from the herons. So in a nutshell, the electric fence by itself is probably about 95% effective. I did notice that, I didn't have any problems for most of the summer. Then halfway through the summer, I watched a heron land in the yard and comes up here, and I thought, well, great, I'm going to watch him get zapped. Apparently he had been here before and he knew that the electric fence was there, and so he just jumped right over the electric fence. He was standing up there on the ledge there right next to the tree, jumped right over the electric fencing wire and landed right down here on right underneath this here pot right here. I have a tunnel that's to protect the fish that they can go under and everything. And there's a little rock ledge there. It's probably maybe about, I don't know, half feet, maybe 6 inches under the water. So it landed right on there, and then I attempted to get some of my fish. Naturally, I started banging on the window and scared him off. So he didn't get any that time, luckily, but not for lack of trying. So what did I do to solve that problem? Simple. On this on these T-posts that I've got all the way around here, I've attached at the top of them fishing line, just real strong fishing line that just kind of crisscrosses all the way across the top of my pond. So nothing, as naturally, a blue heron when the wingspan is 4 or 5 feet. So with that crisscross all through there, nothing that large can land in the pond. So since I've done that, haven't had a single problem with any herons, haven't lost a single fish. I've been heron free all summer long. Where a couple years ago I did have fish in here that was up to 2 feet tall, or 2 feet long, I mean. I've lost all them. I ended up, after last year and then some more this year, I got some new koi. Naturally, I can't afford to buy real big ones, so I just get them 2 or 3 inches, and now and they grow pretty quick. So right now I've got koi in here that are lasted all summer long and that are 7 or 8 inches long, a couple of them. So they're starting to grow. Now by next year they'll even be bigger, and I don't anticipate losing any next year due to the system I have. So to recap, I've got an electric fence around the entire thing. I have a fishing line over the top of it to prevent them going in, and then I also have two motion activated sprinklers. You've probably been hearing this one go off over here on my right, but I've even got one over here on the left. Don't know if you can see it or not, but it's way over there in the corner. Let's see if we can. Yeah, it's over there. It's over there somewhere. Yeah, you can't see it. It's on the other side of the deck. You can't see it from here. But then I'll show you this here one, so if you don't have one, you kind of know what they look at and how they work. You can set them at different ranges and paces and everything, and they're pretty effective for scaring off predators. But like I say, between these 3 systems I have, the electric fence, the fishing line over the top to keep them from flying in, and the motion activated sprinkler, I have not lost a single fish. Now for those of you that kind of want to know how to install this electric fence, it's pretty simple. You can YouTube it, and there's like I said, it's pretty simple how to do. You get that electric charger at any farm, one of them farming stores that sells farming supplies or whatever. You can get cheap ones at Walmart and stuff like that, but I'd recommend going to some farm supply store to get a good one. This system probably cost me, I don't know, maybe $150 with the wiring and the T-post and the charger and all that kind of stuff. So it's not real expensive. Like I said, you can look on YouTube to figure out how to hook them up. Keep in mind that if you have if you have grass or dirt around your pond, that will conduct the electricity pretty well. But as you see around my pond, I have rock and stone around my pond. And as you know, in order for electric fence to work, you've got to come in contact with the ground, and the rock, or even if you have mulch or whatever, that will act as a barrier between the predator and the ground, and you will not get any an electric shock. So what I had to do in this case, I don't know if you can see it, zoom in a little bit, but down here I have wire meshing all the way, that's just kind of staked on the ground all the way around. And what happens with that wire meshing, the predator will step on that wire meshing, and then once they come into contact with the fence, that will be the conductor that they need to get the electric shock. So there's numerous ways to hook up this system depending on the diagram of your pond and all that kind of stuff. So I hope this helped. I just wanted to share this with everybody to kind of help everybody get an idea. And as far as I can tell, this is the best and most effective way of keeping blue herons around. I haven't seen one all summer long. Haven't lost a single fish since I got this system installed. So this may be the way you guys want to go. All right. Well, good luck with this problem, guys. All right. We'll see you.